June 23, 2025. A date that has etched itself in the memory of Homewood, Alabama, a suburb of Birmingham. On this ordinary summer night, at a soccer complex parking lot, the life of 18-year-old Jabari Peoples was tragically cut short during an encounter with a local police officer. What transpired in those crucial moments has been a point of fierce contention, leaving a community in anguish and demanding answers that, until very recently, remained elusive. The official account from the Homewood Police Department, released just 2 days after the incident, painted a picture of a routine interaction that escalated tragically. According to their statement, an officer approached a parked car occupied by Jabari Peoples and a young woman around 9:30 p.m. The officer reported smelling marijuana and observing a handgun in the driver's side door pocket. This led to an attempted arrest for unlawful possession of marijuana. The police further stated that during the attempted handcuffing, Jabari Peoples actively resisted and subsequently broke away from the officer. It is alleged that he then retrieved the handgun from the open car door pocket. According to the police narrative, this action created an immediate deadly threat to the officer, who, in response, fired a single shot from his service weapon in what they described as self-defense, in accordance with Alabama state law. Peoples then fell to the ground, allegedly still holding the handgun. He was transported to a nearby hospital but succumbed to his injuries. However, this version of events is vehemently disputed by Jabari Peoples' family and their legal representatives. Just hours after the tragedy, their narrative began to paint a starkly different picture, one that fueled outrage and ignited a demand for transparency and accountability. The family, represented by civil rights attorney Ben Crump and local attorney Leroy Maxwell Jr., asserted that Jabari was unarmed at the time of the shooting and did not resist arrest. They stated that a witness present corroborated that Jabari had no weapon when approached. Furthermore, an independent preliminary autopsy, commissioned by the family, indicated that Jabari Peoples was shot in the back. This detail directly contradicted the police assertion of self-defense. The family also raised concerns that the officer involved did not administer any life-saving aid after the shooting, stating he was left to bleed out on the street. Central to the demand for truth in this case was the body-worn camera footage from the involved police officer. The Homewood Police Department acknowledged that the incident was clearly captured by this footage. This acknowledgement, however, was followed by an immediate refusal to release the video to either the grieving family or the concerned public, despite initial arrangements being discussed. The reason cited for withholding this crucial piece of evidence by the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, or ALEA, was a state transparency law, authored by Alabama State Representative Juandalyn Gavan. ALEA, which is conducting an independent investigation into the shooting at the request of Homewood PD, invoked this law, stating that its release would jeopardize their ongoing inquiry. Attorney Leroy Maxwell, on behalf of the family, has since filed a petition to preserve critical evidence, including the bodycam footage, as the family considers a potential wrongful death and civil rights lawsuit. This justification has been met with fierce criticism and growing frustration. Attorney Ben Crump has been vocal, arguing that withholding the footage deepens the family's pain and fuels suspicion. State Representative Gavan's own law, intended to expand access to such videos, is now, ironically, being cited as the reason for blocking it. Community activists like Star Rob have questioned how marijuana possession could escalate to a fatal police shooting, stating, "When has we become a death sentence?" For weeks, the family of Jabari Peoples, his parents Vivian Sterling and William Peoples, and his brother Braun Peoples, has endured an agonizing wait, denied the right to view their son's final moments. They were even denied the right to identify him initially, and an autopsy was conducted without their knowledge or consent. Jabari, a 2024 graduate of Aliceville High School, had dreams of working for the CIA, a hardworking young man who believed in abiding by the law. His family wants answers, not just for Jabari, but for every family forced to bury a loved one without knowing the truth. Now, as of August 2, 2025, there has been a significant development. Court documents filed on July 30 indicated that ALEA's investigation was expected to be completed by Friday, August 1. And indeed, news reports confirmed that ALEA has concluded its investigation into the death of Jabari Peoples and has released its findings, including the highly anticipated body camera video, to the Homewood Police Department and the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. While the footage is now in the hands of the Homewood PD and the District Attorney, it has not yet been publicly released. The Jefferson County District Attorney will now determine whether the officer's use of force was justified. This moment marks a critical turning point. The community's persistent demands for transparency have finally brought the footage closer to public view, but the fight for full accountability and justice is far from over. The tragic death of Jabari Peoples serves as a harrowing example of the complex challenges surrounding police encounters and the paramount importance of transparent investigations. It highlights why community trust in law enforcement hinges on the unimpeded release of facts and evidence, particularly from body-worn cameras designed precisely for that purpose. This is a story of a young life cut short, a family's relentless pursuit of answers, and a community's unwavering demand for the truth to be fully unveiled.
To stay at the forefront of this ongoing case and other crucial investigations that demand truth and justice, be sure to subscribe to Truth in Shadows. Like this video to support our commitment to in-depth reporting, and share it to help amplify the call for transparency and accountability. Comment below with your thoughts on this pivotal development. We will continue to follow this story and bring you every update as it unfolds.